What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OG GM, coming to you live this morning, the 27th day of April 2023. It's a Thursday. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and it's time to take a look at the first tabletop role-playing game news story of the day, and it's from Paizo. And it's about ORC. No, oh no, wait, no, it's not. Well, it's sort of. Paizo announced yesterday that they are making a brand new revised, redone, reimagined, regurgitated version of Pathfinder 2nd Edition to be called Pathfinder Core. Bum, bum, bum. There's going to be Pathfinder Players Core, Pathfinder GM Core, Pathfinder Monster Core, and Pathfinder Player Core 2. Okay, well, the first problem is you have to have two players' handbooks for your game. You're already going down a dangerous road there. Why are they doing this? Well, they're remastering their books. They want you to know for sure, 100%, these are not a new edition. This is not Pathfinder 2.5. It is not Pathfinder 3.0. They're just reprinting and making a few changes to terminology in order to avoid any future OGL license. They're removing the OGL license and making sure that Pathfinder 2.1 will fall under the ORC. You remember the ORC, the Open RPG Creative License, which actually would be ORCL. If they had made it Open RPG Creative Organization, their initials would be ORCO. That would be awesome. Orco. But no. Okay. You remember that. The thing that we still haven't seen and the thing that people are going, look, this doesn't make sense. Okay? Because we're reading the Discord and we're still like, wait, what? I give up my copyright? What? Okay, so yes. What are they going to be changing? Well, some nostalgia stuff that they might have borrowed from the OGL and Wizards of the Coast and D&D. Like, I don't know, Beholders, I guess. I wasn't sure that those things were even in Pathfinder. I seem to recall Pathfinder went out of their way to make sure that monsters that maybe were the same had different names and slightly different mechanics. Like the Beholder was the Eye of the Deep or the Eye of Terror or whatever. I don't remember. It's been years. Also, they're removing alignment. Because does anybody even bother with alignment anymore? I mean, good guys are good guys, bad guys are bad guys. Other than that, it's always sort of been a role-playing crutch. But, evil should stay evil, good should stay good. If there's no inherent evil, there's no reason to be inherently good. If you just, again, make alignment more of just a moral choice, well, I'm bad, but, I have reasons for being bad, and I don't think I'm being bad, but I don't know. Then I guess protection from evil becomes protection from troublemakers. Just keep them. Bad guys are bad guys and evil. Good guys are good guys and they're good. Even Vader, who would be, lawful evil, was technically a good guy, at least in his own man. But that's not a point of this. It's the point that they're getting rid of it. They're making some nostalgia creature spells and magic item changes because those are exclusive to the OGL. Except, of course, the new Creative Commons says, no, you can use them because we, accidentally put Beholder in the new Creative Commons. Even though the Creative Commons we put the OGL under wasn't the right Creative Commons, there was the other one, and because we still hold the copyright to the Beholder, and the Creative Commons is written to specifically protect our copyright, i.e. Beholder, but we put it in the Creative Commons, I guess eventually we're going to have to remove it so we don't violate our own copyright. And Paizo said, that's just too confusing. And we're making our own ORC, which are already getting complaints and problems with. So we're just going to remove anything that might be nostalgia, OGL monsters, or you could just do what everybody else has been doing since the dawn of time and rename them. It's not the Beholder, it's the Eye of Terror. It's not a Rod of Lordly Might, it's a Rod of Utility. Just change the names. But okay, so they're doing this to protect themselves should Wizards of the Coast do any more OGL nonsense. And so Pathfinder 2.1 will fall more under the ORC, even though we don't know what the ORC looks like. So does this mean that if you already have Pathfinder 2nd Edition, you're going to have to run out and buy Pathfinder 2.1, or as they're calling it, Pathfinder Player Core 2024? No, they say no. It should be fully compatible with the new remastered rules, but they will not appear in future Pathfinder releases. So I don't know. What's a nostalgia creature? Again, the Beholder. So going forward, we're never going to see Beholders in any Pathfinder product. We'll see something else, or you'll just make up your own monster that does the exact same thing but looks differently and has a different name. I mean, all the Beholder is a gun platform. Here's this thing that floats around and can shoot multiple beams of energy that do different things. Let's make it an eye, a glowing, floating basketball with an eye in the center, because spookiness. Is this necessary? I guess. I don't know. Maybe. I would think this could just have been easier done with an errata and just say, hey, Pathfinder 2nd edition is protected by the ORC. Any previous editions currently in production are protected by the ORC as per this errata. You don't have to buy a new book. Just download this errata and you should be fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't understand legalese, and this seems to be getting more and more complicated as we get farther and farther away from January. During January, it was let's unite the gamers under one flag and to show Wizards how upset we are. And we're not in this for the money. We're in this to protect the quality of the hobby and the hobby going forward. This is for everybody. It's for people who play 5e. It's for people who play Pathfinder. It's for people who play Call of Cthulhu. But as we've gotten farther away and the anger has tempered off and we started to forgive Wizards of the Coast and stuff like that, more and more people are just going, no, this is actually just about us and our stuff and our money. And so, I don't know. As with most things, the farther we get away from the actual event, the less upset we'll be about it. And the more it'll just be like, well, what's in it for me? Are you going to buy Pathfinder Core? Do you need to buy Pathfinder Core? According to this, you don't. Just everything going forward is going to be under Pathfinder Core. So depending upon how many things they change, your Pathfinder 2nd edition wizard, who you've been playing for the past couple of years, should either be perfectly fine, or if you're dependent upon certain spells that you can no longer use because they're nostalgia OGL spells, like, I don't know, Magic Missile, then you might have to either pick a new spell or completely rethink your wizard, and then you're going to be going, well, what does it say in the new book? How did they change things? I guess I better buy the new book because there might be some changes are more drastic than I thought. So is this a new edition? Or is it just a revision? Well, if I have to change my character, it's a new edition. Or not. I don't know. What do you think? Do you even care? I think, Pathfinder, Dungeons & Dragons are getting farther and farther away from what it is the general, most gamers just want the hobby to be about, and sort of just becoming their own little bubbles of, I don't know what you're doing, but okay, keep doing you. I'm just not going to buy your shit. So, yeah, getting rid of alignments, dumb. Changing things so you will not be affected when Wizards of the Coast changes these Creative Commons again, probably a good idea. Making it so we have to rebuy brand new books because you've changed it so dramatically that it looks completely different, even though you claim they don't. Well, we know that's what you're going to do anyways, because that's how you make money. So, whatever. I'm just reporting the news because that's my job. I have no positive or negative things to say. I think this probably is partially necessary, but there's probably an easier way to do it that won't cost you $60. I'm the OG GM. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you never want to hear me talk about Pathfinder 2.5 Core Pathfinder, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. And of course, I now must inform you and slide in some shameless self-promotion that should you choose to head on over to Big Geek Emporium and buy any of the products I have placed for purchase for $2 each on Big Geek Emporium, and then take that product and review it on your channel, the channel that you went to Big Geek Emporium and purchased, that is mine, under my name, the OGGR Adventures, the Minions on a Mission product line. If you review any of my merch that you have purchased, I will not send the Pinkerton Detective Agencies to your house for violating a copyright or street date. In fact, I encourage you to head to Big Geek Emporium, buy the merchandise that I, the OG GM, have created, take it onto your YouTube page, and review it. Well, talk crap about me. Tell people how awful it is. Just review it, because I will appreciate the free press, and I assure you, I will not send the Pinkerton detective agencies to your house. So if you're worried about that, there you go. Shameless self-promotion. That's it. We'll have more news as the day continues. Can we go 24 hours without Wizards of the Coast doing anything stupid? Oh, no, wait, we can, because the Hasbro Net Math is out for Q1. See ya!